can explain in different ways, but here I would like to generalize. Image of a Buddha or image of bodhisattvas or deities or whatsoever is just a represent of the ultimate Buddhas, where our level is not upgraded and the level is still low, still on the path. So therefore, we are not able to catch the ultimate, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So this is kind of like a bridge to reach the other side, where is the ultimate Buddha. So each and every time we see the image of a Buddha, then we remember the life of a story of a Buddha and what did he do for the sentient beings, how did he generate bodhicitta, how did he practice the bodhisattva's way of life, and how did he benefit all sentient beings. It's not really just image where we worship or we do prostration or make offerings only. So this is not really good idea if you think of this way. It's something like we have to catch the essential meaning when you go through or pass by the image of a Buddha, when you look at a Buddha. So something there is a deep meaning behind there, so which we have to understand the truth of the Buddha and the realistic the Buddha and the Buddha that is ultimately come from within. So that is just an example and a symbol of the reality. But at the same time, I would like, so as a beginner, so who does not have that sense, but still okay, that something Buddha is someone who is really highly realized being, did a lot of things for the all sentient beings, and I really respect, and I make offering, I do prostration. So that is also the object where you can do a lot of accumulation merit as well. Okay, I tell you two things. Number one, during the Buddha's time in India, that time no need such things, putting the things inside of the statue or doing consecration, right, ramne, all this, because they're being blessed already, naturally, by Buddha. Great, highly realized beings are also alive that time. So there's no such things. But then, later on, as a degenerating, so less and less the highly realized beings is obvious anyway. So therefore, you cannot make directly that the image of a Buddha as a what you call jhana, ishi. In Tibetan it's called ishipetha. So ultimately we have to transform this image into the form of jhana, which is lacking still on our path because we are not achieved such the quality or such a strength of the power. So therefore, image itself is the samaye sattva, tamsik sempa, Tibetan. When you put the sungjuk, Tibetan called it sungjuk, what do you call in English?
Well, they say mantras.
Oh yeah, mantras and some holy or precious stuffs we put inside. All kinds of things we put inside. So that is something like before putting them into the image, Sangha perform puja. And then the Vajra master or Doje Lopen, during the puja, they invoke the jhana sattva. By profound concentrative meditation of the Vajra master or Sangha, then dissolve or make inseparability this jhana sattva with the samaya sattva, which is the image of a Buddha that you see in the temple. So eventually, this image of a Buddha is not ordinary image of a Buddha. By blessing or by power of a practice, the dissolving jhana sattva into the image, so this image is become jhana sattva, ishisempa. If you continue your practice and then recite mantra of a Buddha, and the practice of a Buddha Shakyamuni, and the practice of whatever you do practice sincerely and seriously, the possibility sometimes there is you can communicate with this image directly, And that's why long time back said that, oh, this great master talked to Tara, image of Tara, directly. And I got kind of convinced, or I got an instruction from Tara directly. By power of the concentrative meditation, invoke Jhana Sattva, dissolve into this image. Then this image become precious image, Jhana image, Ishibesuk, and Jhana deity, Jhana Buddha, Jhana Bodhisattva. Eventually, ultimately, we realize no such image is needed. And we knew, or we realized the ultimate Buddha. From that moment, then we do not need this image at all. This is the ultimate aspect. Relatively, we need it for all sentient beings who look at Buddha, who prostrate to Buddha for the accumulation of a merit. Yeah? So that's the general idea of having the image in the temple or in our own quarter or in the room or any place. So that are put not for showing off or not for kind of purpose of saying that we are Buddhist or something powerful man called Buddha is there. It's not that because of not because of that purpose. Yeah. Well, I would like to say a few words because I'm very happy because Lama Rinchen did a very good job, of course, and so he's a very great practitioner, and he did really benefit many beings, and particularly here in Poland, and he's doing a very good job. And then, so as through discussion, so we thought all of a sudden, since here is a very good temple and Alhakang, so I decided to bring the image of a Buddha. And the history of Poland also needed this kind of thing, and it will be a very beautiful for the purpose of the beauty of Poland in the future, for the blessing from the blessing of a Buddha for all beings, and particularly people of Poland, for the peace, for the harmony, for the high spiritual practice. Doesn't mean that religious figure. But a spiritual life means like a happy life, which you can catch the depth of your true meaning of life. This is to me, this is the philosophy of spirituality. Spiritual does not mean that something religious figure or something like worshipping or chanting prayers. It's not religious. This is not a spiritual. To me, spirituality is the sense of like who could really make a beautiful life and a beautiful country and a beautiful people through something catching up your own true nature and the truth. So this is the life of spiritual. So in this perspective, there's no contradiction between a life of spirituality and a life of a world. There's no contradiction. In fact, it helps to each other. So therefore, I hope and I pray that people who ever come to this place and seeing this beautiful image of a Buddha get a blessing. Blessing is not something like a Buddhist way of thinking, but a blessing of true nature. Because the Buddha is the honest man and the truthful man who contribute peace, harmony, and high spirits in this world. So therefore, whoever seen the Buddha, so they can get something power from the imagination or reality, doesn't matter. So can catch something, and from there they can realize who am I and who are they. So that's why this country become a beautiful and a peaceful country forever. So this is my wish. Thank you so much for your question and for giving this chance. Thank you.